So we are waiting for that match. The match is going to be between. So this is the 4-round tournament, and the first 2 rounds will be standard, and the last 2 rounds will be historic. There will be a cut to top four. There will be a cut to top four after that, and top four will be standard. Top four will be standard. So like we said, we will be giving away some physical booster packs. Care of Onyx. He's one of the tournament organizers, a very prolific tournament organizer in the group, and he has actually organized a bunch of tournaments. So we're gonna start now. You can see mono green versus, I actually don't know. We'll see in a while. We'll see in a while. So if you want to join the booster, so we'll be giving away a booster every round. In each one of the Swiss rounds, we'll be giving a booster. So if you want to be included in the raffle, all you need to do um, is to drop a number on the chat. So any number from 1 to 100. Then I will generate a random number on my end, and the person who is closest but not higher than that number will win the pack. Right. Right. So it seems to be, yeah, this is one of the classic matchups of standard, which is mono green versus Izet turns. So this is mono green versus Izet turns. Oops. All right. So I should. Fading Hope sent the sculptor back to the hand. So he has a couple of options here. Mono green player has a couple of options. He can Sculptor of Winter, which is what he's going to go for. So that to ensure ability to cast the Ulenwald Oddity. Ooh, another Fading Hope sends that back, which means that turn is again delayed. All right, expressive iteration on Hamilton's side is pretty good. All right, so he was able to get a land out of the iteration, and so that's a good iteration. Whenever you get a land and another card from an iteration, that's a pretty good iteration. All right, so this. Okay. So Doug is choosing to just go with the attack here instead of trying to push in the Ulenvold Oddity, probably in anticipation of a divide by zero, which is a good anticipation. I mean, but at the same time, if he didn't uh, push here, then that would leave room for an unexpected windfall. Power Law is at 10 though, so is this enough for 10? Not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you Rangers Guile 7, Blizzard Brawl 8, Snakeskin Veil 9. So that's not 10 yet. Ooh, oh, that's devastating. Yeah. Mono green player needs to draw land, which he does. Alright, so it's not the end yet because Ulenvold Oddity is going to kick in, and trying to stop it would require using one of those treasures. Alright, but we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8, but nothing foretold. So which means that they can't, the Power Law cannot use his combo yet. He can't combo out yet. Right? He cannot combo out yet because he's missing a mana source there, whether a treasure or a land would do. So that means that Duke has one more turn before things really go awry. But that should be enough. That should be enough, right? I mean, unless you have two pieces of interaction, or unless you can Fading Hope now. If Fading Hopes now, then that becomes an issue because next turn it can only cast the Ulenvold Oddity and then do nothing else. Maybe a Blizzard Brawl if he draws another land, which will just push the power up to 5 and won't be enough to kill. Ooh. Another expressive iteration. The Power Law digging for that interaction to keep from dying to this Ulenvold Oddity. Not knowing that he has to cast that interaction now or face Snakeskin Veil. Awesome, awesome. That takes care of the Oddity. But that does drain drain the Power Law of one treasure, which means that once again the ability to combo off will be delayed, this time by more than a turn. Alright, so Spikefield Hazard takes care of one of them. Do we have Snakeskin Veil? This is still Power Law's turn. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the next turn, since we currently have 8, right? 8 mana. If they have another unexpected, then that's going to be pretty much enough mana to do the combo. Ooh. Yeah, mono green here not drawing enough lands to close out the game. All right. This might be a good time to cast the Snakeskin Veil, I would say, because letting the opponent, yeah, because letting the opponent grab something here just won't do. Like delaying that for another turn just won't do. He'll have to take the risk. So Doog is taking the risk here that the Power Law cannot perform the combo on his turn. That's the risk. And if the Power Law uses that for Jawari Disruption, then yeah. So the Power Law was able to get rid of the Troll, but now he's down to 8 lands, which means there's no way he can combo off this turn. Okay. So that is something though, because the Sculptor of Winter does not have Trample, which means that does buy considerable time. Mono Green does not have a way to deal direct damage. So those two birds are going to come along, are going to like buy several turns. Celestus might buy even more turns. On the other hand, if Doog does draw a second Blizzard Brawl, then it's night-night. Yes. Alright, so this is interesting. It can... okay. That works. Yeah, that ensures lethal. Okay, that works. That ensures lethal and that ensures that they have to block. Yeah, the manland path is also blocked because of the uh what land is that? The land that destroys other lands is there. Field of Ruin. All right. So yeah, both players trying to claw into this final stretch of this game. Doogie trying to deal those last points of damage. The Power Law trying to get those two cards that he needs to win, which are Galvanic Iteration and All-Around Epiphany. He could also have, I didn't see the list, he could also have like a single year there, would also turn around, would also be enough to secure the game on his end, secure this first game on his end. Alright, sorry about that. Oops. I am jumping between coverage and organizing. It's probably not the best idea, but it's... Alright, so yeah, so Doug was able to pull it off for game one. So it wasn't, although it was a bit hairy there, right? So Power Law was not able to draw into the combo pieces needed to win that game. So we're going to sideboard here. And of course, in the sideboarding, all Blizzard Brawls go away. It's actually quite interesting because, like, if you're on the EZ turns side, right? So you're probably sideboarding in Smoldering Eggs, right? You're probably sideboarding in Smoldering Eggs, which the Blizzard Brawl could take care of. But at the same time, it's difficult to just go with Blizzard Brawl there to take care of those eggs if you don't draw the eggs in the first place. Alright, so now we're going to game two. Parlaw still sideboarding. Okay. Right. We see Tangled Florahedron here, which is a good turn 2 for this deck. It's a must answer in this hand because if you don't answer that, then it's Ulenwald Oddity in turn 3. No, I know what I should do. Alright, okay, Jawari Disruption takes care of that. He did draw another one, but he'll probably want to play that as a land next turn and then play Ranger's Class. So that on turn 4 he can steal Ulenwald Oddity. Seems to be the best play. Yep. Yeah, see, so that's what I'm talking about. So the opponent has Smoldering Egg. And you can take care of that with Blizzard Brawl, but I guess, yeah, I mean, it's still, you still side out Blizzard Brawl. It's just the thing. It's just the thing. It's just not a very good card in your deck post board. So now, Doug has a number of choices here. Ooh, he's choosing to attack first. Possibly use Inscription if Smoldering Egg blocks. It's okay. Okay. Right, so it's a bluff. It was a bluff. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous to cast Inscription on open mana there. Ooh, there's the Inscription because of the tapped out. Ugh. Yeah, that's devastating. And with only 5 lands on the power law side, that's going to be a bit difficult to come back from. Not impossible, it's still 12 life, so you can still like just bounce the old growth troll and kill the wolf, and you should be fine. Or even just bounce the old growth troll. I would say, because then you have 5, 6, 7, 8. You can go off next turn. Oh, okay. That makes it a bit trickier, but because now it means that he had to use that Alron's Epiphany in order to get some blockers, which means that he doesn't have Alron's Epiphany. I mean, he doesn't have the combo yet. And now you have 10 power, trampling power, and the 2/2. It's not a trampler. That's a lot of damage. However, it's a lot of damage, and there's really no point in blocking the 6/6 or the 4/4 there. Probably, maybe. Oh, right. Well, I failed. I didn't see that. I failed to see that. Oh, this is very good. And a bounce. Oh, a bounce would be magnificent here. There's a bounce too. All right. Okay. So unfortunately, that cannot take out the old growth troll forest because that's a basic. The power law is thinking if you could take out the land that's attached to the old growth troll, you can't because it's a basic land, and the field of ruin only works for non-basic lands. Okay. He tapped. He tapped the man land for that though. Ooh, burn the house down. All right. So at 3 mana, I mean at 3 life. Right. So the question there is, what are those two cards in hand? If they are Alron's Epiphany. Oh, they're not Alron's Epiphany. Okay. Okay. And he and Doog has Inscription of Abundance, which can work wonders versus. Yeah, I think a simple attack here is sufficient. I mean, it's the correct play. That becomes an 8/8 and forces the opponent to react. Putting the 7/7 in front of it. Oh. But now we can have Inscription of Abundance. Ah. So you can cast Inscription of Abundance here, target. Yeah, but I guess it's the safer play for Mono Green's part. Is it a safer play? I don't know if it's a safer play. Because yeah, so Cinder Classam will deal additional damage, 2 damage. Which means all of those are going to die, right? I think so. Because yeah, it's going to fight the Smoldering Egg. Smoldering Egg. Right, so all of those are going to die. Everything dies. Oh, not everything died. What happened? Oh, it's because it's 3+1/+1 counters. I thought it was 2+1/+1 counters, and that's it. That's in the bag for round 1. Goes to Mono Green, piloted by Doog. Right, here we go. Here we go. Again, I wasn't able to look at the deck lists. Yeah, okay, so Gary T would be on Mono White, favorite of the current standard meta. Right. And this is of course the last, well, not the last, but the second round of standard, the last round of standard for now, as we move on to historic. So the next rounds 3 and 4 are going to be historic. Alright, so this is Mono White. That's on the draw, keepable. I think you have to keep that. I'm not sure. I haven't played a lot of Mono White. To me, it's not a fast hand. You don't have a 1-drop. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's like not the best hand, but you keep it anyway. Like if your opponent fumbles, it's still a pretty good hand. Right? But And I think, yeah, I remember Johnny's list. It is a turns list again. So this time so it's similar to what we saw earlier, except that instead of mono green, now we have mono white versus the turns deck. Ooh, early Jawari disruption taking care of that 2-drop. And an expressive iteration. All right, then you can see on the opponent's hand we have Redain. Wonder if he's going to cast Redain first before Luminarch Aspirant. So it's a kind of an odd situation, right? Where you see if he draws a 1-drop, then that's perfect. If Gary draws a 1-drop, that's perfect. Oh my goodness! Would you look at that? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, but he's thinking about it because if he plays Redain, then that means that the Johnny won't be able to cast a 4-mana spell next turn. But I still think it's Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, definitely. I think it's Luminarch Aspirant, and yes, that's that. Because Johnny will be able to cast Unexpected Windfall here, which is also very good. Ooh, nice. So that gives Gary a bunch of options. And this is the first thing, because now the Valorous Stance can do a lot of work here. If suppose Johnny has uh like a damage spell. I guess he does not. So that's going to take a chunk out of Johnny's life total. He goes down to 15. And then of course Gary is going to choose between Redain. Oh, you can choose between Redain or Elite Spellbinder. But I think Redain's the right choice. Because he can also pass, suppose that he's fearing burn the house down. And they can see each other's list. This is a open list. So they can see each other's lists. Okay, so Gary decides to play it a bit safe. And that shows why I'm not a mono white player. I mean, I would have thought that you want to push there, and I would have played the Redain actually. But might have gotten blown out, right? So if you bounce the Redain and then cast burn the house down, and that's it. It's night, right? But Gary is saving his resources. All right. So the Valor Stance does not help there. But I guess that's fine, right? I mean, he can play one of his tax spells here, whether Redain or Spellbinder. Either of those would be very good plays here. The fact that he can protect them with Valorous Stance. Ooh, that's a stacked hand. And you can see that Burn the House Down is there. I think that's the only option, though, at this point. If right? Because, well, he's definitely going to cast Burn the House Down next turn if he doesn't if Gary does not pick Burn the House Down, that's going to be cast next turn. Right. Yeah, I think that's the only choice. But now Gary might be thinking about trying to close the game. Does he want to play Luminarch Aspirant this turn? That's the question. And I think he does, because he can then, well, oh no, there was Jawari Disruption. Yeah, that was sort of an issue. If you knew that there was the Jawari Disruption, Unless he didn't want that disruption to be played as a land, which could be here. No, but he has environmental sciences, so he could. So Johnny could play that, then play that. Then he has the ability to play unexpected windfall. Yeah, so Redain here is important. I think Redain is very important, and I think maybe Redain in Valorous Stance. Because now Johnny knows that he needs to play an unexpected windfall before Redain drops. If he does not, then that means that I don't have to. This is probably a turn stack right there because there's Galvanic iteration. Right. So now Gary still has the advantage, I think, because of that Valorous Stance in his hand. Because now if Johnny decides to play that, and he does, right? So Valorous Stance can protect 3, 6, 7 is missing 1 damage. He needs to yes, because what he can do is so he needs he's going to lose some of those creatures. That is a tough choice because Johnny is still at 8. Right, and he is only going to be able to keep one of those creatures. Which one is kind of like probably the Redain is still the correct choice. If he protects the Herald, the Hopeful Initiate, then he can take 4 damage. Interesting. Okay. So he chose the Spellbinder because it can fly. Right. Yes, and I think that's a good idea because if the only thing that Johnny can do here is to play the Hullbreaker, then the Spellbinder. Oh, but there's a Spikefield Hazard, which means that goes back to hand. All is not lost though because there is Brutal Cathar, which will be taking that Hullbreaker. You don't see that every day. Right? So Spellbinder now looks at his hand. Ooh, both of those are bound. Like, that's because now the divide by 0 can simply return the Brutal Cathar, and then there is the Faceless Haven, and you have to remember that if Johnny does not use the that's what's going to happen. That was what I was going to say. If Johnny did not use Divide by 0 in his main phase, then that creature is going to flip, which means that it's going to be Ward pay 3 life, which means that Johnny will go down to 1 if he wants to cast that Divide by 0 to free up his Hullbreaker. That said, it's still possible. I mean, he's still alive after that turn because he can bounce the Brute, take 3 damage, right? Free the Hullbreaker. Right. Free the Hullbreaker. Block the Faceless Haven, and then cast Spikefield Hazard on the Spellbinder, and not return anything. So that puts him at 1. Nailbiter. Of course, the Brutal Cathar. No, the Brutal Cathar, it's still nighttime. No, that is an issue.
Right. That's something I always forget about the brutal Cathar. When it's nighttime, the he probably does not want to, yeah, to target the brutal Cathar though. So now there's a fun thing here where he can choose to bounce the mascot exhibition, but you only get one copy of mascot exhibition. Oh, he can get something again. But I don't know. I don't know if this is too little, too late. The portable hole does take care of one of the 4/4s. There is that. Or one of the 2/1s? No, one of the 4/4s. That's going to attack anyway. Johnny's probably only going to leave a couple of creatures behind. Yeah. Oh, is that game? Is that game? Wow. But that is game. Even if he blocks, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. -8. Yeah, that's still lethal. All right, so now we have game 2. We're waiting for someone to join us in coverage. I think Top Wolf will be joining us in coverage. This is fun. Yeah, doing coverage is fun. It's a lot of work, and I'm sure I'm not doing a pretty good job. I'm not doing a good job. Can you hear me, Top? You can unmute yourself, but you'll be heard on the stream. That's perfectly fine. I'm just giving you a heads up. All right, so this is game 2 of round 2, and this looks like a pretty good hand for Gary. Gary is going first. Turn 2 Thalia is pretty strong. I mean, in my opinion, Thalia for mono white is a mixed bag. Like it's even in this matchup, it's a mixed bag because one, it's strong. It's another way to tax your opponent, which is very good. But at the same time, you're giving up what used to be a buffier 2-drop for a Thalia, and the first strike is not really very useful versus is at turns, for example. Hi, Top. So yeah, so we're streaming this feature match live on the Facebook group, the Arena Facebook group. Glad to have you with us on coverage. Hmm. This is game two. Johnny was able to pull off a win the previous game. He was down to one, I think. With one life is all you need to to turn it around. If you, I was just saying this is fun. Doing coverage is fun, but it's a lot of work, and I feel like I've done a very shoddy job, but I mean just to get it through, right? We're doing just to get the events through. We'll do better next time. Yes. Yes. Yeah, the iteration is basically unplayable at this point because the Thalia will tax it, and even next turn he'll yeah. Yes. Ooh, Adeline. What do you mean? The mono white or the EZ turns? Yeah. That would still be lethal, right? Next turn it would still be lethal without using the Adeline. But yeah, at the same time, here he can't even what do you call that? Burn the house down at this point because of Talia. Yeah, so yeah. Mm. And mm. And I guess like the Adeline there is okay because if instead he was going to Cinderclasm, Cinderclasm won't be able to kill Adeline. Yes. It's like like every turn. That's why the nerf on Alran's Epiphany is just so. I- Johnny and I were playing Alran's. We're trying out Alran's Epiphany in Alchemy yesterday, and like the nerf was just so good at stopping Epiphany. It's like it just kills the deck. Yeah, this is similar, not really similar, but well, it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to the first game's hand that he lost because it wasn't very fast. Because it wasn't very fast. Yeah, yeah, that was a correct mulligan, I think. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, he drew the Paladin class, right? That was the draw. That was good. Oh. That's something about Smoldering Egg. It actually likes Thalia to some degree because it adds to the cost of the spell. Okay. Both Hullbreaker and Epiphany. Yes. Yes. Not against Elite Spellbinder, certainly. Yes. Oh, and he can't cast the Abrade here if he didn't draw land. Ooh. And bounce something. I think he's going to use that fading hope, and that's okay. That's a nice draw. Okay, that's a nice draw. That's a nice draw. Ah. Oh, and because of that Abrade being there, next turn that Smoldering Egg can flip though. Oh, because the Skyclave. There's a Skyclave. Right. Okay. Yeah, two lands is probably the best thing he can find there. Because he needs to get to 7 to cast all these big spells. Now he has a choice. He can bounce the Smoldering Egg though. But he chooses not to. Chooses not to. Yes. Okay. Oh, he may have missed that. He may have missed that. He may have wanted to bounce. Oh, but then yeah. So again, he well that is a blocker. So that's still fine. Hmm. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I was thinking to bounce the dragon. Oh, but then that would leave the 2/2. And the next turn, yeah, okay, okay. Right. Yeah, this is better because it buys a lot of time. Oh, that does trigger training though. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, a land here means he can Epiphany next turn, right? Yeah. Yes, he has 6 mana. Yeah, he said 6 mana. Yeah, because he can face this Haven. Yes. And the Sun Gold can go in unblocked if he just taps out for. Yeah. How much damage is this? 7. Goes down to 4. Yeah, he knows what's coming. He knows that there'll be 2 birds next turn and then a Hullbreaker. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean definitely here he'll probably cast the Epiphany. I was saying after that he can cast the Hullbreaker. Oh, okay. But he may. Okay. Yeah, he may. No, he doesn't want to do that because the Paladin's class will tax the Hullbreaker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. 3, 6, 7. Okay, so now he can play the Hullbreaker with the tax. And and yeah, and Yari can't activate the Sun Gold Sentinel for the unblockability because he doesn't have Coven. That is Nail Biter. Yes. Wait, I need to give the link to. How do I do that? Okay, so that one can get the Hullbreaker. Yes. Ah, yes, yes. Oh, but he didn't know about the Brutal Cathar. That's true. I mean, there is a reason. If he could kill one of the creatures already, but yeah, I mean, the safer play would have been to chump block. Oh, Brutal Cathar is going to. Oh, it's also making a safe play here. Then, all right, still see another turn. That gets nothing. That is true. That is true. All right. So it's not over yet, right? He has enough blockers because he has the manland. Oh, so now if he blocks the brutal Cathar with the manland, he gets the Hellbreaker back. And yeah. Ah, he could he have one there? It was there.
What are the deck we are facing right today?
I guess it's creativity, Jeskai creativity on the side of HP Wizard, and on the side of who is his opponent? Johto. Ah, okay. On the side of Johto, I think this is Rakdos, what do you call that? Arcanist. Rakdos Arcanist. Right. Inquisition takes care of probably the Fire Prophecy. Do you play a lot of Historic or not a lot of Historic?
I haven't played Historic lately.
Okay, okay.
Right now, but I know that what this deck try to do with is that mystery.
Yes, yes. It's creativity, so it wants to. The mastery is, I think, just a secondary game plan. What he wants to do is to use creativity to destroy at least one of his tokens to get something big from his library.
Yep.
So most likely he's going to Valakut here and maybe get rid of, yeah, a lot of his cards. And he draws the Indomitable Creativity. Issue though is okay, because there's an Inquisition of Kozilek right over there.
Yes.
So he doesn't want that to be to be cast through the Arcanist. So maybe what we'll see here is he'll play the Mountain, then Mizzix Mastery, the Fire Prophecy to kill the Dread Horde Arcanist. I'm not sure, but like I think that might be the play, because otherwise the creativity will just be taken away through the. Yeah, okay, so that is what's going to happen, right? He wants to kill that so that Inquisition of Kozilek will stay in the yard. That's not how you usually use mastery, right? But that's in that situation, that's the best
you
use.
You gotta do what you need to do, right?
Yes. Oh, but there's another one. Right, and Soul Guide Lantern doesn't really do much. Wait, let me check out if anyone's having trouble. Right, so both of them well, that slows. Can cast Hard Evidence here, but at the same time, okay, just makes him discard a card.
This is something he can't afford.
Yeah. Okay. He wants the Dwarven Mine because that creates one creature already for him. Ooh. All the discard. That's why
That's a lot of card. And you can.
Yeah, I can't censor.
Yeah.
Takes the sensor so that it can safely play the. Oh, and that. Okay. Sacrificing the artifact. triggers there, gets the
Some-
Dragon's Rage to Delirium. Right.
No, he's looking for an answer.
Yeah. I mean, if he draws creativity, it's still very good. If he's able to draw creativity and sacrifice 2 things, I mean, destroy 2 things. He can even creativity and destroy the Kosa. But that's if he draws creativity. He has 2 2 opportunities, the clue and this draw step.
Exactly. I'll need to find an answer real fast.
Ooh, well, that's not going to help him so much.
No, well, you can almost artcast it.
Yes, but he needs the land. I mean, he needs, well, that's, yeah, it's, yeah, not even, right? He needs 1 more mana.
But he shall be able to see another turn.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's correct. If he draws Mythic's Mastery, then that Opus in the graveyard is going to be live as well.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's land.
Looks like we'll have to move on to game 2.
Yes, because the 3 damage in the air and then Crossa will make him discard, but he only has a land to discard, so that's 3 life.
Yeah. That will do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're trying to play a combo deck, it's really hard against discard.
Yes.
And
Especially in game 1 when you're not prepared for it. Game 2, we don't. Well, we do have Leyline of Sanctity in Historic. I don't know if he has that in the sideboard. I used to enjoy Leyline of Sanctity a lot. in modern and other non-rotating formats. Particularly when I'm playing combo decks. Oh, he doesn't have that.
So I don't know how many discard spell Jolto is running.
Usually, like, I think on a Rakdos deck, probably all Thoughtseizes and at least 2 Inquisitions. And probably more from the sideboard. We can look at his list though.
Oh.
He's running 1 Call Against Command, 4 Thoughtseizes, 2 Inquisitions, and a Dread Fugue.
Okay.
And then from the sideboard, he has Go Blank, Duress, a lot.
Yeah, Go Blank is nice there too.
Yes, yes.
The Dread Fugue is not. This is probably not something he'll play.
Yeah, that was in the main.
But yeah, too. Whenever you hit your opponent with a Go Blank and just empty his graveyard,
yes,
that do a lot of damage. You still can survive this, but
I'm loving Go Blank.
Yeah. Again, these kind of decks, that's really good. You just get rid of 2 cards, get rid of many of his win condition.
Yeah, because you don't really see Mind Rot, right? Mind Rot doesn't see play, except maybe in Sealed, where it's okay. but apparently tacking on the ability to get rid of the graveyard afterwards, a one-sided graveyard white afterwards, really makes the card playable. Really improves its playability. Oh, that's a mulligan.
He doesn't have much lands there.
Yes, this is
No,
fine.
exactly. When that one's a lot better.
Yeah. I'll be get rid of one Triome. Yeah. Oh no, not one Triome. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So when you use go blank, right? You make sure that your opponent don't get extra value from the card that he discards, which makes a lot of difference. When you
Yes.
do 2 for 1, but then all of a sudden your opponent can still use those cards from the graveyard, that's a really bad deal.
Yes. The go blank stops that.
Yeah, you are just 100% sure that this won't happen.
And it's so relevant too, both in standard and historic. Right now, go blank. I mean, getting rid of the graveyard incidentally is it's so relevant.
Yeah, there's not much deck that doesn't do anything from graveyard.
Hmm. Well, there's the Soul Guide Lantern again. Just okay. Expressive. We'll see expressive iteration here. Try to find the combo piece. He does find it, but he can't. So he finds one. Probably puts Indomitable Creativity to his hand. Then he needs to. Oh, okay. So this version of the deck is the combo, like the full combo version that runs Sage of the Falls, which we saw there, which needs to be in your library. It needs to be in your library. If it's not in your library, uh, when you cast Indomitable Creativity, you don't win. And it's also makes it so that you need to cast Indomitable Creativity for 2 before you win. Oh, that's really going to hurt.
Well, at least that doesn't break his combo, but that's all he has left.
Yes. Oh, he's going to really interesting.
Yep.
I would have just risked it. I would have just said, okay, I'm gonna try to draw 2 lands and cast this creativity for 2.
Well, and he still have that investigate token there.
The what?
The investigate token.
Yeah, the clue.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
the clue.
that no, I mean that's an error. That's an error. I mean the clues are bugged. It shows
Oh,
that instead of that's a clue there. The flip token that we see on the side. That's a
yeah, exactly.
clue
But
token.
that's a clue that he can sacrifice to draw a card.
Yes, yeah. But the thing
Yeah,
is, for the Indomitable Creativity combo to work, he needs 2 things to target. So that's the clue. That's supposed to be the clue and the crab. He needs to target both of them. So if he loses both, then that's a problem.
yes, I understand that, but I mean that still gives you some more gas.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he can't just exchange it for another card.
It depends if you find another crab or.
Yeah, yeah. Well, still has a lot of life, so there's still time. There's a
But
second
that will
dragon.
change. That will
Yeah.
change real fast.
The second Dragon's Rage Chandler can change that.
Probably. I assume he has about 2 turns.
Hmm. I didn't see if he has like Anger of the Gods or something like that.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the sideboard. The sideboard was mostly blue cards. I saw mostly blue cards in the sideboard.
Yeah, he went more on the control side.
Okay, Lurus gets the... That's a choice. Ooh, whoa. Didn't expect that. Or, I don't know. It's the same thing. If he got the... If he got the lantern, it would still turn off the Dragon Rage channelers. Oh, that's a missed opportunity there. Could have countered the Lurus. Although maybe that's not... Okay. Okay.
No.
So he has the creativity. He does not have enough targets.
Nope. But he has the land. And he has that Fire Prophecy that can get rid of Lurus and
Yes, yes.
bring him down to 2. So to that Prophecy, draw an extra card.
Yes.
And hopefully your opponent doesn't have much in hand. Well, at least that's... Well, that Syncopate won't do anything. You won't be able to counter anything with it.
It's down to 2 with this attack.
Yeah, well, that's...
If he draws...
Now, even if he draws it, he won't have enough.
No, he could have drawn another land, another dwarven mine would have done it. If
Yes,
he drew another dwarven mine, yeah.
He's correct. I think this is game.
Yeah. If he had that version where he can get the angel instead of the combo, then that would still be okay, I think, because then the angel would stop the attacks. You can mention you can state creature.
Yep. Yeah.
But alternatively, he can Indomitable Creativity for 4. I think that's what he's going to do. Indomitable Creativity for 4, targeting the 3 channelers and his guy. So that will get rid of all 3 and his guy. Oh, just 3. Okay, just for 3, right? Just for 3.
Yep.
Oh. It's just
He was holding. He was.
Everything was there.
Waiting for
Everything
that
was there.
too much.
Everything was there. And chances are what he'll get here is cross-eye.
Yeah, but I like his choice here to wait.
Yeah, right? Cross-eye and yeah, those are also bad. Those are also, yeah. There, okay, it's fixed. Okay, so we can see the screen now. So where are we at? Looks like we're in the thick of Food versus Demir. Oh, right. Yeah, this is what can happen in the long game. If you can't get rid of that one, right? If you can't get rid of that one cat is going to kill you.
Excuse me, what is on the line for this match right here? Are they playing for top 2? Or are they playing for...
I think, yeah, that's a
seeding?
good question. I think there's nothing on the line. I think both of these, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, let me check the pairings. Because it could, they might be just playing for top seed.
Oh, top seed. Okay,
Yeah.
top seed playoff.
Because, oh no, Johnny is at 2-1. And Salvador is at 3-0.
Right. So Johnny might be playing
Ooh.
to get to the top 4.
So it could be a win in.
Yes, for Johnny. For Salvador, I think he's in already.
He's playing for seeding at this.
Yeah, so he's just playing for seeding. That was chosen, right? Who was speaking?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to put draft in the next one.
Yeah, draft would be good. I was like constructed. I was like, I play constructed every day of my life, but I just play very casually. I used to be play do tournaments constructed every week, couple, but just not in the last couple of years.
All right, we're going to sideboarding.
All right, so you're playing control here, and you have food, right? So yeah, you definitely want to go blank. You want take out anything that has removal in it, right? Because they don't have a lot of creatures per se. So there they go. Shambling Ghoul, they go down on. Interesting. Because that is a nice little ramp early.
Yeah, they take out the Shambling Ghoul.
They have no interest.
Come again?
So that's the least useful card that they have?
Yeah. That's the weakest, the lowest impact card.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's good at interacting with low to the ground decks. It can ramp you as well. But in this matchup, usually the ramp in this food deck I found is best used on like Meat Hook. So really you're not getting much out of Shambling. Because it's not going to kill anything low to the ground, and it's not going to ramp you in a Meat Hook. So yeah, definitely get rid of that. I think that was a mistake I made with sideboarding where I didn't take that out against a control deck. So very smart play there. All right, so here we go. Fatal Push is removal coming out. So it only removes up to 4 mana of a creature. So they have to think. I have to look at their opponent's deck list.
Yeah, they can see their opponent's deck list. So
yeah,
let me see the deck list.
And I would be interested because I would be looking at their list too, and I would say, what can they sideboard in? What would they want to? Maybe low to the ground. Maybe they got those little eggs or something. You know, I'm not a
no. This is Dimir, so they have nothing. They have Shark Typhoons. They have nothing. They have Shark. That's it.
Oh, they have the Cycling Shark card.
Yeah. But that's like I wouldn't retain Fatal Pushes for the Sharks.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something better to put in over Fatal Push.
Yeah.
Gotta be something. Yeah, because Fatal Push could just be so dead. And there's got to be at least one more card. Or it could just be how the sideboard was built.
I like Mortality. Maybe it was... Yeah, I like Mortality Sphere.
Yeah, if there's a Planeswalker. Does it destroy any target permanent?
Any non-land permanent. So
yeah, so definitely go with Mortality. Because that could get rid of a creature land. It could also get rid of anything.
Yes.
You know, there's quite a bit of targets for that. So yeah, that's probably would have been a slightly better sideboard, but the Ghoul tech was really good. I did like that. Looks like these are very awkward hands in terms of mana. Castle Lockqueen really punishing here.
But yeah, that's a keep.
You see the gardens a lot in this deck, which is great. The way I played it, I didn't play Castle, but it's interesting to see it. But it is definitely going to lead to a slower start here for Odd. So Odd right now is the odds of winning, from what I'm seeing, are kind of low just due to the lack of aggro early. But we'll see. We'll see how Odd continues around. Always good to be the aggressor versus control. Especially this is like an Elrond's Epiphany deck. I would
yeah.
Johnny
once they get to 6 mana and they start even when they get to 6 mana and start casting the Torrential Gear Hulk, then that's going to be dicey.
Yeah. Did they
going to attack with a 0/1?
Did Odd have Yeah. Did Odd have the duresses in the sideboard?
Let me check. I don't think so.
I don't think they did, and I played with like 4 duresses, and those are definitely very impactful early. You know, but it all depends on how you build that sideboard, because this one looks like it's going to be a really hard win here for Odd, just due to the kind of awkward lands that are coming in.
He just has the 1 Thoughtseize and the 2 Go Blanks for discard.
Okay, yeah, and then so here we go, Trail. If this lands, this could be very helpful. Could help gain card advantage versus control. But again, it is very slow. We are trying to get some tempo here as they're ramping up the plan.
But Trail is very important. If this resolves... Okay. That's interesting. So Johnny prioritized the Witch's Oven over the Trail of Breadcrumbs.
Interesting. Yeah, I think they figured, well, I might get value over the. That is interesting. Yeah. Oh, I think it had to be target value mana 1 or less, though. I don't think they
No,
could.
they can
take the-
counter. They could have countered the Trail of Red.
Oh, they could have just countered it. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't counter it. Yeah, exactly. Why not? They really don't want to be cat oven here, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it because like if Witch's Oven and Cat are both in play, I don't think that Johnny has like Leyline of the Void or something like that that could invalidate that. So it becomes a 20 turn clock, which is very possible if he can't stop the clock.
Yeah, it becomes a clock indeed. So again, the awkward mana not paying off here. Could have used the Gold Blank potentially there. Opponent though has 2 lands in hand, so Gold Blank not so effective at this moment, but should become pretty impactful pretty soon.
Yeah. Ooh. Odd saving his Ravenous Squirrel because he knows the hand, right? Because he thought seized, so he can see the fatal push there.
The fatal moment.
Yeah, that takes care of the squirrel. Village
Rites, great draw. Yeah, great draw. Alright, so interesting use of Gold Blank here. I don't know if it's time to use this yet. It seems a little early, just because we know there's a land in it.
Yeah, because there's another land.
Yeah, but maybe they figure, hey, let's get rid of that land. Here we go. We're gonna see a Scry 2. They want to see, before they discard, they want to see what's coming up next. They don't want to make this decision in the void. And they don't value any kind of fatal push here. So here we go. Did they get rid of 2 fatal pushes there? Is that what happened?
That's good. Yeah, they got rid of the fatal push.
Now Squirrel comes in. We know Squirrel can do a lot of work. Squirrel
yes.
can draw a lot of cards. Squirrel can eat a lot of artifacts. Eat all those little plants. Good card here.
Yeah, in my
So
version,
it's looking actually really good.
The what?
This is looking surprisingly good for the player that is playing food. If you had told me on turn 1 how good it was looking for them, I would have said very bad. And now I would say it's looking, the odds have changed considerably.
Yeah. And that go blank part of it was that go blank, right? Because that got rid of the removal. Ooh.
Yeah, and it let the scroll come right out and just do what it wants to do. Here we go. We're gonna see some squirrels growing here.
We're gonna see squirrels growing.
And we have a chance here too. Like in combat, we have Soul Guide Lantern. We have the yeah, we're gonna see probably maybe a sack of Soul Guide. No, might be a little bit loose. They might just sack a food token here. So swing in both. Sack the food token. Oh, they don't have both to swing in yet. So yeah, they might just sack the food token here.
Block just to force the sacrifice, which will just be drawing.
Oh, so they're going for that. And I was thinking about Soul Guide, but I was like, what do they play from the grave? So, which is up. Okay. All right. So a little life gain for them there. They're gonna go and Scry 4. Not a bad land to have in your deck. Castle Vantress coming back. For me, I'm not used to Historic, so it's nice to see this card again. Very powerful utility land. 2 top. That's not good. Not good to see from the food deck.
Yes.
Now they have to decide: do we play a squirrel, overcommit on the board, or do we know that they have 2 cards that they want to see and not put more on the board? So I think that was probably the right play. Probably don't overcommit here. Yep, there we go. Shadow's Verdict. Exiles all.
And that was end step 2, so they couldn't have played anything, I think. Like when they scribe.
Artifact turn tap. So why did they put that in there? For like a search for Escanta or something? Or
No,
or is that just
like,
naturally?
you're right though. What does he have? For Shark Typhoon.
What is it for?
The Liberator that destroys artifacts or enchantments.
Yeah. Does it have any significance in this matchup typically?
Yeah, because they have the main target is probably Shark Typhoon.
Oh, Shark Typhoon.
The resolved Shark Typhoon, not the cycled Shark Typhoon.
Oh, the resolve Shark Typhoon.
Yeah, because versus Jund,
You know,
that's one of the best ways to win versus Jund.
It's a good win con. Yeah, it's a great win con.
Yeah, just resolve that.
Basically,
and, drown them in sharks.
yeah. So that's how they were gonna do it. Gain control. Interesting. This Archmage charm. Getting a lot of value out of this in this game. Scroll says no, you can't take it. I got the green mana. Or no, do they? No, they don't. They didn't have green mana.
Yeah.
They can't do anything about that. So unfortunately, the way their mana was there, they didn't. Alright, so what we see here is Johnny is buying a lot of time with what he's drawing. He's not drawing anything too impactful yet.
Yeah, but
He's really
paying
just...
he's paying a large price for that time, though. So he bought time, but that could have been 2 cards. But yeah, if he didn't buy that time, I mean, if he didn't steal the Gilded Goose, then that would have been like several Trail of Breadcrumbs triggers.
You can draw 2 cards, yeah. See, I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, he could have drew 2 cards with that. That is craziness. Yeah, I probably would have just drew 2 cards. I don't know.
No. But what I'm saying, yeah, you're right. I think Johnny was forced to do that because his choices were: do I draw 2 cards, or do I steal this so that he can't Trail of Breadcrumbs easily, or do I draw 2 cards? And I think that's a very difficult choice.
It's hard because he's control, and yeah, if you have Trail of Crumbs plus the bird, what's going to end up happening is you can just pump out tokens, use those tokens to draw more permanent. So
yes,
yeah, definitely a hard choice. Archmage's Charm, really hard choice for all of them drawn so far this game. We've seen one used on Witch's Oven, right? Or we saw, Witch's Oven. Now we just saw one used on the bird.
And you can see how inefficient the spells of blue-black control is versus this deck, right? I mean, at the same time, Odd isn't anywhere close to killing Johnny because the deck isn't really like that powerful in terms of damage output. But in terms of card advantage,
so much card advantage.
Yes, like there are even 2 more Trails of Breadcrumbs there.
There we go. Drew a land too, which is perfect because he has been very dry on land this game. The opposite of flooding here. So Johnny definitely buying some time. This game does look like it's gonna go long. And I think in the long game, you would think the blue-black deck would be favored, but like you said, the green-black with 3 Trails of Crumb in hand could have so much card advantage.
Yes. Now 4 Trail of Breadcrumbs.
4 Trail of Crumb. And a 3/3 to boot. And no utility lands on the other side of the field to block or anything like that or attack. Here we go. We're gonna see. Probably just play another one. Then next turn go for like a triple stack.
Could be, or he could just cash it so that he can make his land drop here.
Oh yeah, if he didn't make his land drop, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I mean,
yeah, so he's actually deciding. Well, that was an interesting decision. He decided to do nothing there. So I probably would have played the other trail just to just so I could like triple trail next turn. Like if I pop one food off, I could get 3 permanents off of it. I think that was a little bit of a loose play, but I think he was maybe holding up. I don't know if he was holding up anything.
Bluffing, basically. He had nothing. He
was bluffing.
He was bluffing.
Yeah, because like triple trails are just like those get really nasty, like in terms of card draw. And so played the land first before attacking. No big deal there. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand, so opponent's actually now starting to build their hand up. Little do they know there's more Trails of Crumbs on the way, and plenty of mana to cash all it in.
If Johnny has Hullbreaker here.
Ooh.
There we go. And so, but there's Mortality Sphere, right? So that's Hullbreaker. So he needs to kill that. And so does Johnny have any 1-mana spells?
So the instant Mortality Spear will get that discount. So, and it looks like his opponent is pretty much all tapped out. Oh wait, he can just wait till the. Only if you gain life this turn. Yeah, he didn't gain life. Yeah, there we go.
Did it die?
It died.
That was the opportunity.
Still 3 cards in hand though. Here we go. Fatal Push gonna like slow down this damage. Pretty much no damage on the board now. We did have an oven in play earlier, and now that oven makes a difference because now with the cat out, there's nothing for that cat to do.
Mm.
Except thing right here. Thing again to play the Guilty Goose, get an extra food here. If they go for trail or cat, a lot of options here. Opponent using these Scry 2s pretty effectively here. They've been able to stack their deck pretty nicely here. Unfortunately, they didn't hit anything there. Yeah, both bottom. Consider. All right, let's see. They go top or bottom here, or graveyard in this case. They're digging hard.
Johnny took a risk there without a spell. I mean, without a spell to back up, protecting the Hull Breaker.
Took a lot of risk. Yeah, he wanted that Hull Breaker out. He wanted to start getting those permanents off the board. Knew his opponent was light on land. But yeah, he kind of all-in it. And he might have more in his hand we haven't seen. Oh, there we go. Go blank. That is the exact card I would want to see.
But
so
the problem is that
definitely-
now if he wants to grab that, oh, he can. He can with the.
I would grab it with Trail of Crumbs. No.
No,
take
he
it.
can't. He has to grab it with the what do you call it? The land, the Castle Lochtwain. If he wants to. Oh, he's gonna lose that. He's gonna lose that
Yeah, I
if he
don't-
triggers it.
I was wondering, wait, why didn't he take the
Oh, the go blank. Yeah, that's true. He did,
go blank? Why didn't he?
he was probably considering to pop the trail, so there was no way for him to get it.
Oh, there's no way to put it in his hand. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because Trail of Crumbs, we're just getting permanents here, so we're not able to get instant sorcery.
Look at that! Draw 3 cards essentially, or rather,
Yeah.
look at the.
The more lands you draw too, the more cards you can draw, because you have 4 Trail just waiting to come out.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're probably gonna see another Scry 2. We bottomed 2 last turn. Let's see what we do this turn. We're gonna go 1 top, 1 bottom. So we got something good here. Good to see. Maybe something against the Squirrel. Is it time for the Cauldron to come out? Apparently not. Apparently they did not want to use that 1 mana on the Familiar there. Interesting. Scry 2, draw 2. Great draw. Behold the Multiverse. 2 top.
Yeah, they don't want another Shadow's Verdict taking care of the cat because that's how they win. But they just need to draw an oven.
Oh yeah, so they're really considering their opponent's deck here and not trying to overcommit to the board. So let's see if we see like a 3rd or 4th trail here. That's probably what I would like to play. Kind of
Yeah,
get
they do
more
have
and
the
more of
4th
those
trail.
fine.
Yeah.
Are they going for a meetup?
4-0 just to get it out there, and to.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to kill on the other side anyway. They just wanted to help with the cat oven, double the life loss from every cat oven trigger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just figured there's not going to be a lot of creatures on the other side of the battlefield, so might as well, like you said, double the cat loss.
Well, there's the Soul Guide Lantern. He's not even using all the triggers. He's like, oh, I can use it later.
Interesting he's not using those triggers. Yeah, because it's basically like a draw 3 every turn.
But at the same time, he's running out of food though. That's his last food. If he's not able to draw an oven from that, then that does mean that's his last 4 triggers. That's still a lot of triggers, and it's
That's
still,
a lot of triggers, yeah.
Yeah,
That's looking at 8 cards off the top of your deck, and
yes.
out of 8 cards, I think he'll find something with some food in
Yeah.
it, probably a little bird or something. I definitely will probably find an oven too. I mean, that's a lot of looks. 8 out of 40 cards,
Yes.
statistically, is what? Like 20% of your. What's the odds on that? Percent.
Is it time to play Dolores? Oh, the oven's there in the yard.
Definitely.
Johnny already used 2 of his counter spells, right? So
I don't know. I think he's got a counter spell. He's been topping some things. I don't want to put cards in my opponent's hands, but he has been topping a lot. of
that's
things.
true. That's true. Okay.
If you can just draw 18 cards off this
I
Trail
would've
of
just
Crumbs
used the
here,
trail.
Yeah, I would have too. And then try to get a lot of small stuff, and maybe we get a few small. Maybe.
There's the gear.
Retro Gear Hawk here. Let's see what he flashes back. We know he's got Behold in the graveyard.
Yeah, he needed to do that before the Soul Guide Lantern resolves, because then he can remove the graveyard at will. So he needed to cast the Gear Hawk.
Oh, he's going for Behold, of course. Here we go. Try 2, draw 2. Great card. Oh, 2 top. But that is not good. Not looking good. We got 5 on board. 2 top. Maybe play the on-tap.
I think Johnny has Scarab God too, so maybe that's a saving. That's a card that can save him. Maybe he's able to draw the Scarab God.
Yeah, this game has been very good. There's been a lot of decisions. It's been a very the pace of the game is they've been playing it fast, but the actual game it's a long game.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Caught the cat too.
Yep, Shadow's Verdict, exactly what you were saying they were going to be scared of getting hit by, and of course the opponent had one. They have been topping quite a bit. Now we still have a Vantress online, so we do have some card draw ability there. Along with these Trail of Crumbs.
Oh, that's
Fortunately, Fatal, that's the dead card in the matchup. It won't do anything. Except kill those shard tokens.
Now he's going to use those triggers. Alright, cat, I guess. Another cat?
Find something that makes more food.
Yeah, yeah, it's getting blurry.
Oh, cat. There we go. Cat oven.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to stick the cat in the oven. They can, right?
Yeah, that was just one blank. It's getting blurry.
I'm gonna try to stick this witch's oven here. I wanna let it go through, at least for now.
Is it blurry on your end too, or it's just mine?
It distorts every now and then. We know Discord streaming quality is always a little bit lower than say Twitch or Facebook. It could just be the connection to the players as well.
Okay.
Oh, so they're taking the oven yet again. That's Archmage's Charm. Very effective card in this matchup. They've taken 2 ovens already. Yeah. And it's pretty devastating actually.
Yeah, Johnny's all in on that strategy.
It's been working really well for him. You know, like I'm surprised at how well it's worked because like with 4 Trail of Crumbs, this is basically an infinite draw with cat oven combo and all this open mana. But his opponent, you know, Johnny is just keeps taking his ovens away.
Ooh, there we go.
Right, here we go. He got his utility land online. 7/7.
And the ward's going to protect it this turn.
Makes it a hard target. Well.
Yeah, Odd can't kill it this turn because of the ward.
We'll only go down to 50. Nope, not willing to do that. We'll go down to 22 though. Consider it'll push next turn. So yeah, stealing that oven was very, very detrimental there. Fatal push. Oh, this is bad.
Ooh, and now we're seeing one issue here is that Odd is at 11 minutes.
No.
And he's going to concede. Is he going to concede?
It looked like he was going to concede. So he only has 11 minutes left in the game?
Yes. He's 11 minutes
Things are looking bad.
Clock.
Oh wait, he still has the Castle Lock Haven. He'll draw maybe something. But it is looking really bad. Not terrible. You have Soul Guide as well.
Yeah, taking the oven. Here's
oven, let's go. Okay.
Is this the last one?
Okay. Let's try to keep this oven on the board, please.
But he has another. The other cat is also in the yard. Is it also in the yard?
Yeah, where do we get? We need some food. Oh, Johnny's got all the answers now. No, Johnny's got every answer that he needs. Alright, we need to be able to make some kind of a creature just so we can get 1 food on the board and then we can really get this game going. we have any kind of utility land that we have access to, put a creature on the
You
board.
already
Because
have
even
3, right? All the three lands that make
the 0-1.
make those 1/1s, 0/1s. Sorry.
Yeah, but unfortunately nothing else because, you know, we're facing down a utility land as well as a 5-power creature, 12 power coming potentially.
This was expertly maneuvered on the part of Johnny.
Yeah, I would say both players did really well. There was a
Yeah,
few
yeah.
times I thought Odd should have maybe did a little more of those Trail of Crumb usages where there's some open mana left open. But I was really impressed all around just by how Odd navigated, especially the early game.
Kali,
Oh, here we go.
that's the like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so happy to
Your
see that.
creature. Yeah, this is basically a draw 4 for at least a draw 4 card here. So a great draw here.
Yes. There's probably never a time that you've been as happy to see a Colony Garden top decking a 0/1. This like.
Oh, interesting. So he's gonna go ahead and wipe the board here. I see what he's doing. He can't afford to take all this damage. And another Gearhawk comes in. Wait, it comes in before, but then there's gonna be a counter spell here.
Yeah, it's going to counter the meat hook, I guess.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. So how much damage are we looking at next turn? We're looking at 10 plus 7. So 17 damage coming in with just 1 blocker. It looks like they'll survive.
Yeah, and more importantly, he'll be able to get the cat back.
Yeah, we'll definitely start seeing some cats and some card draw. So hopefully we get some more blockers online. If we can just get some blockers online, I think we could maybe drain them out with that cat. Because like you said, it is 2 points of damage per turn. And that is significant. That is a pretty quick clock.
Yeah, but at the same time, Johnny has his own oven, which can eventually kill his Torrential Gearhawks and cash it for 2 food to delay the game.
Oh, a little bit of life. Yeah, just a little bit of life, exactly. 2 top, that's scary.
2 top again?
Yeah, he went 2 top.
Alright, here's...
Oh, he didn't come in with the animate land. Interesting. Wait, does he still have? Yeah, he has the animate land.
He does. But that probably means the spell in his hand is relevant too. Maybe a third.
It might be the Shark Maker that you had mentioned earlier.
It could be.
What is it? Cling to Dust?
Oh no!
Oh, getting rid of a cat when he targets it.
He can do it. Can he escape it and get rid of the other one? I think he can.
No.
He can.
Well, oh, you're saying both in the same turn? Yeah. He can get rid of both. But the worst part about that was he did it in response to the all those triggers. Oh, yeah, he actually didn't do it in response to the trigger, but that was really bad. That was such a good draw. Cling to Dust, yeah, great card there. All right, now this game's looking really bad. I guess you can try to draw a card off of. Oh, here we go. We got our 1 food.
Are there cats left?
I don't know. I know we've seen at least 1, 2, or 3 cats.
We know 2 are in exile, right? 2 are in exile.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another one in exile. So those trails are just drawing blanks now. Okay,
Alright, here we go. Give us the food, please.
Goose, I guess, is fine. Better because you need the food. That gives you 2
food and a block.
Yeah,
unfortunately, we just got 2 of our cats exiled. Unfortunate series of events there. Cling to Dust, showing just how good of a card it is. Cling to Dust.
I think this was the last match was food versus food, right? So I think it was Odd versus. Was it Odd versus Jonathan? I think it was Odd versus Jonathan in the last food match. Yeah, that Cling to Dust did a ton of work.
It's gonna keep doing it. It's gonna keep doing it with any open mana. That card is gonna keep doing it. It is a nasty little card. Eats up your graveyard, draws some free cards, gains some life. Does a little bit of all of that. Does cost 4 mana each time, but right now, like Johnny's sitting on 12 mana, so he's got plenty of mana. He's Yeah, he's got definitely the better board. You know, he's got the more aggressive board today.
Yeah. He's just clinging the dust to just draw an extra card here.
4 mana, exile a card, draw. So he's getting a little less aggressive. I think what he's doing is he's saying my chances of winning are so much higher if I can draw, say, a counter spell here just to make sure nothing goes wrong. So I think he's deciding, like, opting first, like, using the Hall of the Storm Giants. He's basically just saying, instead of going aggro here, let's be a little bit more cautious because my odds of winning are going to increase at least slightly if I can just draw some counter spells here and have those available just so my opponent has no out.
Yes.
Just so they don't really have a way back.
I agree. So here we're going to see a flurry of Trail of Breadcrumbs triggers. Probably going to get all of them. Okay, there's the cat.
There we go. We got our cat.
Cat.
Also, probably looking for more answers to more cats as well. So, like things like that, like they want to counter the cats, they want to exile the cats, etc.
It didn't use all the triggers again.
Interesting. Not something I can understand there, but it was done.
Yeah, I wonder why. I don't see the reasoning behind that.
Are they running low on cards or something? Are they?
Oh, they are. You can see it on the library. It's face up, which means that that's the stuff that they put in the bottom.
So there might be down to like 8 or 10 cards. Yeah, they got to be pretty low here. Even it's left in the timer, and this deck is looking thin. This deck is looking real thin. Now, if this cat can survive, this represents 2 damage to Trainer Ghost Scry 2. We've seen a lot of tops. Let's see. 2 bottom. There we go. So Alden's got a more of a chance here with 2 bottoms. Unfortunately, I don't think he could do any kind of cat combo though, right? As long as Cling to Dust is a card.
No, he can. He can because he can trigger it twice. Because if he sacrifices here, even if Johnny tries to nab the cat the first time, we already have a food there, so he can get it back.
Oh yeah, so he needs to have more. Basically, Johnny. Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. Wait, what is that? Okay.
Meat hook. So Johnny goes on the offensive here.
I don't know why exactly that's down like that, but I know he wants to draw cards here. Oh no, he doesn't want. I wonder why he didn't why didn't he do it?
Why didn't he sacrifice the cat?
During the battle? Yeah. Was there
Right.
was there a difference in how that plays out? I don't.
Yeah, I think in here it's much worse because now Johnny can nab the cat if he did it this way.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I've never typically it's almost like an autopilot. I don't even think about it. I just block and sack. So yeah, that might have been a mistake. That might have been an unfortunate mistake there.
But we don't know how many cards Johnny has in the yard. Oh, he does have enough. He does have enough. Yes, I think that closes that. Even if Johnny can't win, like right now, right? So he can Meat Hook Massacre, kill those 2. Even if that pushes through, he can't finish up. Although he does have a manland. The manland may be able to get the job done. But Johnny also has a manland.
Which manland does he have? The 3/3 that with the mana?
Yeah, he has that. Well, that is menace,
Okay.
so that can push through the. Oh, but he also needs to block, right? He also needs.
He'll need to block the Hall of the Sword Giants for sure.
Yeah.
So he's bought himself a turn, and maybe he'll draw a card. Oh yeah, he's still got a food, so he can draw some cards here. Oh, so he's thinking. Oh, I see. Sacrifice the food, gain the 2 life, protect yourself from the Hall of the Storm Giant. Draw some cards now. You know you got a goose on the way. I wonder how many cards he has left. Looking.
We're seeing the fatal push now that was there ages ago. Yeah, we just can't see how many cards are left in his library.
Deluge,
There's
great
Deluge.
card. Gets to cast this thing twice if needed. This will definitely find some needed answers here. Usually does. Quite a powerful spell. It's kind of like a dig through time. That's what it reminds me.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Dig through time.
All right, here we go. They're gonna try to come in, not use it defensively, but offensively. Oh, they want to exile that Cling to Dust out of the graveyard, and or the Memory Deluge. So let's see.
Either of those are good targets.
Either of those are perfect targets. So yeah, I was wondering what the plan was here, and this utility land can come in great handy here. We probably might see an activation response. We might not though. So that was the right target because I think they'll just deluge in response anyway. But they might decide to use it in response one last time. And we actually don't know how many cards left in our graveyard, so maybe they don't even have enough to exile. So
That's
I think the Dust does have that clause on it. So they figured if we take the deluge here, they have enough mana just to activate it. So no reason to target that. So they didn't.
Yeah, it's the same.
And they had just enough.
Yeah.
Oh, they had just enough to escape it. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. But at the same, they have enough. They had to sacrifice the deluge to do it. But I guess it's very important to keep it there.
And they don't know we have a fatal push in hand, so there is a fatal push here by Odd.
Ooh, right. That can get the man land.
Mana.
Right? Can pay for it. Oh
no, the Thoughtseize. What are the odds?
Thoughtseize.
No, not like this. Not like this. And there's the Scarab God. Scarab God is kind of a game-ending kind of card. This is a win condition kind of a card.
Yes.
As long as there's graveyards that exist, creatures.
Did you play limited when the time Scarab God was in limited?
Yeah, it was you auto win kind of a thing. And I definitely played standard during that time, and it was quite a powerful card as well.
Oh yeah, Kaladesh, right? Kaladesh Amonkhet, right? That's the.
Yeah, and I was playing a lot of like red, black, white vehicles. I was really good with those, and I remember Scarab God was still powerful. It's just a little bit slow against some of the more aggro stuff you could do with vehicles. It's very powerful stuff.
Energy vehicles, right? Energy vehicles.
Oh, energy, yeah. They had to ban the Aetherflux Reservoir or whatever it was. Powerful there.
It seems like such a long time ago now.
Yeah, we know the Scarab God. This thing can make creatures every turn, and he's actually using his opponent's creatures against them. So, and the worst part about this matchup right now is that Odd is solo on cards, so there's not much that Odd can do because there's not much to draw. There's not much left in that deck. We don't know what's left in there, but we know it's anything that's ever went to the bottom. And I don't remember which cards triggered to the bottom, so I don't even know how many times. Oh, it's all the Trail of Crumbs that weren't able to take cards.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all non-permanents at this point.
And the worst part is the time. He has 4 minutes left. So I think that he should have conceded a few turns ago. Like maybe the time when Scarab.
Oh, how does the time work? So if he doesn't, so does this like
if you lose your clock, you lose the entire game, the entire match.
Oh, he only has 4 minutes to win this whole game.
Yes.
That can't win this game in 4 minutes. We saw that match was like 20 minutes.
It can. I mean, it can with a quick.
Yeah.
I mean, no. The food deck like turn 1 Ravenous Squirrel into turn 2 Witch's Oven and then Cauldron Familiar. that can win.
Yeah. It just seemed based on that match, if we're using that as a sample size.
Yeah.
But it's definitely possible. Yeah, it just seems it all depends on how many answers and how many threats the food deck has and how many answers the control deck has here early game.
I think he has to work on that perspective. Like he needs to win this. By
he has a 4-minute clock, so
yes.
Anything that doesn't help him win in 4 minutes, he needs to cut. So it kind of changes. Like it might make Ghoul more playable. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
I would say so.
It changes like I don't need Mortality Spear. Maybe I don't know. I need to win in 4 minutes,
Hmm.
and we know that game just took, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't know what that took, but it took the whole clock away, and
Yeah.
they're at a big deficit on time here. I think it's 4 minutes to
10
8 or
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deficit. It's really just a clock thing here.
So Outland Liberator,
Yeah.
I think, should go in here. I mean, the ghouls, maybe,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, but
Two
the
drop,
Outland
great.
Liberator is definitely a 2/2 for 2. You just want
Yeah,
theirs.
just get your aggro stuff in.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's not like we're it's like you're making this is more like a tempo play, right? Like my definition of tempo is giving up value for speed, and that's
Yes,
exactly what
yes.
they need to
That's
do
tempo,
is
yeah,
give up
yeah.
value for speed.
Yes.
Uh, so opponent mulligan.
Okay.
Johnny didn't like his hand at all apparently. Maybe it was low on lands. Full decks like land. Even on the draw though, even on the draw he did mulligan. It
Yeah.
must have been pretty bad.
Ooh, wait. Oh, that was... Why not? Oh, because he wanted trail on turn 2.
Oh, we got these nice islands. They got some new islands coming out from the new on that is coming out soon. They look pretty decent.
That one
Always,
isn't... I don't know if that one is new, but they do have some new lands, I think.
yeah. This isn't the new one, but it reminded me that the new ones are coming out soon. I saw some previews. Those are looking pretty nice. The on lands are some of my favorite lands, and these particular ones I own some physically, and I like them a lot. They're very nice.
Oh yeah, those are expensive, right?
I think they were. I just when they
unlands.
first came out, I just bought like a big bundle. Somebody was like, a couple bucks each. You can buy like 50 off me, and I just was like, okay.
Oh, cool.
It's like, yeah, I was like, so I have like a stack of them somewhere, in my spare bedroom or whatever. I have like enough to build any deck you'd want, I guess.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
it's not that I hoard a bunch of cards, but I kind of do have a bunch of both.
I mean, if you're a Magic player, at some point you do hoard a bunch of cards. It's
Yeah, you
inevitable.
do. Definitely do.
Hmm.
I mean, it pays off sometimes.
Yes, and sometimes it occupies a large
Here we
space in
go.
your room.
Yeah, that's like I have a whole room of just Magic stuff and not particular organized. But fortunately for me, I don't need that room for anything else.
Hmm.
So.
This is getting dicey for
So they
all.
took the oven again, and again they have to win in 3 minutes and 26 seconds. They have to, and it doesn't
Johnny
look like
seems to
that's
have a
going to be
very
possible.
solid game plan versus food. Like, not a plan where always take the oven. It's like, because I
Always, he must have played this matchup before, like obviously more than once, because he consistently will take that oven. He will not counter the spell. He will not draw cards. He will always take that oven.
yes, yeah,
He doesn't even think about it. It's just an autopilot thing we've seen. And I questioned it the first time. I said, you know what? I don't play Historic, and I've never seen in Standard there was never that interaction of Archmage Charm. So I've never seen that kind of interaction available. And then once you see it in action, you see, oh my god! Like you take the oven, and you slow down everything. Trail of Crumbs, obviously, cat combo, etc., etc.
yeah. And like,
And
so my
the meat
knee-jerk
hook combo.
reaction, my knee-jerk reaction would be to take the trail, like to counter the trail, because trail is
Counter the
their
card
engine,
draw.
right? Yeah,
Yeah. It gets you unlimited free cards. Like to draw you, like we saw it draw the whole deck, literally 60 cards
yes,
last game. But unfortunately, sometimes even 60 is not enough.
yes.
So here, we're still playing against the clock. So everything is looking fine on the food side from like an unlimited time. Now it's looking a little worse, but things are looking pretty bad. We're low on time, and they're gonna flash back at least the
Card draw.
try to draw too. And then we're gonna get an ambush as well.
He can kill. He can. What he can do is, if Torrential Gearhulk blocks the Cauldron Familiar, then he can bring it back with the food, and then
Oh,
you'll get
great.
the discount from the Mortality Sphere and kill the Gearhulk. But that doesn't help him win. Or he can also Bone Shards. That's better, actually. He can Bone Shards.
Bone shards, get rid of a duplicate. Yeah, I only had one bone shards in my sideboard, and I lost the Ajani deck. I could kill everything but the Ajanis, and I was like, man, I wish I would have had 3 or 4 more bone shards in there. I had one, and that card is quite effective.
I didn't know that it also allows you to discard a card.
Very effective, right?
Right.
Instead of just having to sacrifice. Especially in a control matchup, because as you can see, sometimes you have these fatal pushes, you have the duplicates speed hook, or you just need
Yes.
to get rid of some stuff. You just don't need those cards at all.
Yeah, but now he's down to 2 minutes. I don't
2
think this
minutes,
is
9
going to.
seconds.
I don't think he can kill without like a squirrel. I don't think he can kill in 2 minutes.
And I think he's playing, I think the match is going fine on both sides. Nothing too alarming. If there was time unlimited, I would say it
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
anybody's game. Even with
Until
Holdbreaker now
that.
coming in. Yeah, I mean, every turn it was torrential last turn, and that kind of scared me. And now we got the Hullbreaker, and we know this card, the power level on this card is extremely high. I mean, when they printed this card, are they going to nerf this thing in Alchemy at all? Because this thing is strong. This is a strong card. This is like maybe why Alchemy was invented for cards like obviously Chariot, but also things like Hullbreaker that just do a lot.
I
That,
think
that
it
do a
hasn't
lot.
made an actual impact yet. That's why. I mean, if it will get nerfed, then we'll see some. It has to do fantastic in some events first, but there aren't any events, right? After the Innistrad Championship, we won't see a big event for quite a while because of the Christmas season. So
Yeah, yes. And there will be a lot of breaks too, just for the employees. So not a lot of coding or nerfing or considerations. A lot of those teams are getting much needed rest.
yeah, Johnny might just win here from
He'll win
Hullbreaker.
from the time from the whole break. Oh, so you're thinking he'll win from life gain point? Yeah. So yeah, the 7-8 staring you down isn't nice, especially when you don't have your oven because you got your oven stolen from Archmage's Charm, which we've seen many times over this match. So the time is becoming less of a factor here, even though it is still 100% relevant.
Yeah,
It's just that Hullbreaker is so powerful at this point,
it's good
and
game here.
Hullbreaker just kind of showing off at this point. We know Hullbreaker can do quite a bit. So
Yeah, the good news for Odd is that he is at 3-0. So this
no
just
surprise,
yeah have to pump the wolf. So he'll
and he
have to
gets
spend the
to
time.
get 2 draw triggers as well. That's great.
Yes, yes it is. So he'll lose one of the wolves, but the other one will push through.
No one pushes through, just leaves him with two cat tokens. Considering his options here, he says, you know what? I can still kill this wolf even after this fight. So, but might as well just spend the mana on that. Kind of like, what else do I really want to do with this mana like this turn? You know,
Yeah, I think that's a yeah. Okay.
Blizzard Brawl deciding not worth it. Don't care about those 2/2 so much without the chariot out. All right, here we
Okay,
go. We
that's
got an
good.
indestructible threat here. So we have no instant speed removal, and that's actually a problem versus this Innistrad Predator, if that's how you pronounce it. Because without instant speed removal, it is sometimes hard to get him off the board. He can just
Yes,
keep give himself indestructible. So here we go.
this
We
is
got a
pretty
reach
good.
creature, very important. A 6/6 reach. Oh, we're actually gonna try at least burn something up here. Oh, he wants to tap it down so he can get through for some damage. He was
Is it
thinking
worth it?
about it.
I-
It wasn't, well, it was worth it because then he would force them to give up a cat token to chump or to go down to 6. So it's something. But he's thinking, well, then how do I ever get rid of an inner strum? And if I do that, do I then leave myself open to losing my run in 7? So I think this is the less aggressive play. Definitely the less aggressive play here. So here we go.
Oh, but there was something. Okay. Burning Hands. All right, so that turns the game around.
Hmm. Yeah, with a board full of creatures, it is really hard to get rid of a predator. Here we go. Try to push some damage through, draw some free cards. How much extra mana left over here? Just 4. So we get the Vigilance Land. I'm gonna try to push a creature out of the way so there's no double block in play. potentially.
Or no
Opponent does have
spell.
open
I mean,
mana.
if Joltal has a spell there, then that's a blowout. If you
Yeah, it
can
could be a
2-for-1.
blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Devouring Tendrils
does.
looking really bad there. Yeah, so all of this sorcery speed removal in mono green, it's very strong when you use it, but the sorcery speed is the biggest drawback. You get a lot of power for what the cards do, but being sorcery speed, you lose a lot of. You also lose a lot there too. So,
Yes.
right?
He
Just enough mana
activates
activate the ability. That's great. Yeah, that's great. That's a good 2-for-1 trade if possible. Or put him down to 2 life. It's trample either way, so at least 1
Okay.
damage getting through here.
Yeah, and he does still have a Faceless Haven, so that will
There we
put
go.
Johto down to 6.
And now the board is clear. Oh no, the chariot comes out again.
Chariot.
The board was clear for devouring or whatever. Yeah, there was a board clear for a potential takedown of the predator, but unfortunately, yeah, the predator literally could have been killed by the Faceless Haven there if that didn't come out. So that was
Right.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very unfortunate. And that's why Chariot is just that's why it got nerfed in Alchemy, just giving itself 2 tokens. I mean, it's just a little strong there.
Yes.
Wrong.
I mean, yeah, it's one of the strongest decks coming in. I mean, one of the strongest cards coming into post rotation after we
Yeah,
rotate.
just
It's like,
certain stuff went out, right? Because it's been in standard for a little while, and certain
yes.
stuff went out. And with that stuff going out, it just made Chariot just kind of it gave it its moment, it gave it its moment to shine. So Epiphany as well. Epiphany wasn't as popular previously, and now it's this is the Knockout hand, 5 lands. I just to keep it. Has these nice little like Windows based lands. Haven't seen these ones that much before by Jubilee. I tend to stray away from the cosmetics. I try to keep my account as infinite as possible, and cosmetics always get me. So
Yeah, I mean,
these are
I'm
some
the
nice
same.
looking lands. Yeah, these are definitely worth the buy. These are nice looking lands. I like the Windows based top right corner. Something good to look at.
Yeah, Johnny was talking about these earlier, showing me these lands, and yeah, they're very good lands. Ooh, this is interesting. So
Yeah, so Hone has all the ramp in the world now. They're going to be able to get to a lot of mana really quick with the Magda combo here and the Jaspera Sentinel combo. It's a very nice combo to ramp up. So we're going to see what they want to ramp into. We know they have the Innistrad Predator. Here we go. Here's the ramp right here. So we get 2 mana from that 1 tap.
okay,
Painter comes down.
that's
Treasure
not
comes
scary
out.
yet, but if he
Now
uses
trap
those
it.
2,
Tap it.
that's
There we
very
go. The
scary.
Predator. So already on turn 3, we have 5 creatures staring down, and 1 is a predator, which we know that's like impossible to get rid of, and it really like kind of blanks a lot of your removal because anything you try to kill, the predator will just eat it anyways.
Yes.
So, and we know all the removal in green is just sorcery speed anyways. So, or not all of it, but the majority of it. So here we go. We're gonna try here. So this is giving them an option.
He just wants to force it to tap down.
I guess this is more of a mana efficiency thing too. It's more. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, no, but there's no way he can kill that with Blizzard Brawl, so he's just forcing it to tap down so that he'll.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I thought there was maybe a summoning sickness on the old growth. That's been in play for a while, so great.
Now it's 6/6. Oh. Yeah, I would think that the attacking here is correct. Because in theory, if Jonathan had removals for days, then he could keep tapping it down. Oh.
All right, that's the 3 chariots we've seen. A lot of chariots. I don't know. I guess when you have 4 copies in your deck, you're gonna see them every game. All right, so we have Inscription though. Great card. There's the instant speed interaction that we were potentially looking for here. But still, too many creatures on the board to really do anything to that predator.
Yeah, that predator is like a Kalane into the predator, making it immediately large from the get-go is very punishing.
Yeah, it's a potent threat. I mean, this game went really good for Jolt though. His opener was one of the cleanest you could really see out of this Jund deck, right?
Yeah, just para
He,
Magda. Yeah, that's like, yes, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
he went wide. He got all the mana he wanted, and then he got his kind of like his bomb out, and then he had all these creatures out to protect that bomb. If you have creatures, you can't really kill the predator. It's really hard to kill it when you have creatures to sacrifice. So.
This is interesting though. At this point of the game, Inscription of Abundance can be cast for its super cost, right? Whatever the kicker cost.
For 5 mana.
So 5
Yep.
mana. So
Sculptor of Insight.
suppose Jolto goes all in here. Jolto goes all in here. Johnny might have a chance. Secures that. Creates a
Right.
copy. Well, we know that Chariot and Predator are going to swing. We don't know if the rest are going to swing.
Yeah, there was nothing he could do there. If he could have maybe like if he could get enough power, he could pay the 5 and make the troll fight the 7/7, but it was just too big
No,
to
no, no. The
fight.
troll doesn't need to fight the 7/7. The troll, he just needs to stay alive this turn. Because
Yeah, he just needs to
Johto went
alive.
all in. If he can stay alive this turn, then he might have a chance because he can just Blizzard Brawl away that token that Eska's Chariot is making. I don't know if he has enough to stay alive this turn though. He can Inscription. Yeah, that blocks Chariot. Something has to block the big thing. Sculptor of Winter can block the smaller thing. He's going to gain some life from the Inscription of Abundance. He's going to gain 6 life or 7 life from the Inscription of Abundance, right? Because Inscription gains you life based on creature with highest toughness. Is that
I
correct?
think that's exactly what it does. Yeah, I think then you would gain 4s, or is it the whole board? Is that what we're
No,
thinking?
no,
Let
no,
me see.
because he's going to put +1/+1 counters on the old growth troll.
Gotcha. Versus a fight or anything like that.
Assuming he doesn't run out of rope.
A lot of options here. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Greatest power among creatures you control.
Power. Okay. So okay. Okay. He might be able to steal this, I think. Although I don't know if he has enough to. Yeah. Put 2 +1/+1 counters, so he'll gain 6 life. Okay. You're running out of rope, Jonathan.
It's a lot of life game. Does he have any timers? No.
He's running out.
He has to pick. Yeah, because sometimes if you don't pick, they don't let you pick anything. They just give you nothing. They just say nope, nothing.
Is that enough? Is that
There's a lot of life gain.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? I think, yeah. I think it's enough. He's not gonna die. Okay.
Oh, great.
So does he have enough for lethal? Does he have enough for
This is
lethal?
something else.
I think he does. He does, right? Does he? 6, 7,
Can you
8,
make
9,
that little tree come alive?
10, 11. Exactly enough. 6, 7,
Yeah.
Blizzard Brawl, 7, Sculptor, 8, 9, and then Lair for 2, 11.
Oh, geez. What is going on in this game?
Right?
What the opener by Jolto and Mono Green showing some strength here.
It's exactly 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So what do you know? Found the instant speed. We had said the key to beating this deck was having some kind of instant speed interaction. Finally found that, and that was just what it took. That's just what it took, was that instant speed interaction to steal this game at the very last second.
That's amazing. All right.
No, I had you, says Jolto. Yeah, it was good, Jolto. You had a great opener. Masterfully played. Your board was established, highly aggressive, highly efficient, and your win percentage after the first couple turns I thought was through the roof. And yeah, that was a Duke's steal nonetheless. He got that one just really out of nowhere.
Yes. All right, let's
Statistically, I
see.
did not see that coming.
All right, so yeah, so I think the other match is also already done, and the winner is Odd. Salvador won. Well, Mono White Aggro versus Johnny Magic's Izet Epiphany. So we are moving on to the final because we're just waiting for Jonathan and Jolto to. Okay, I mean we don't really need them to. Yeah, we really don't need them to report anymore too though. So let me just go to. Okay, that was.
What did you think of that game? I misplayed. I misclicked because a stupid thing timed out. That was so stupid. Like I shouldn't have. Obviously, I didn't mean to target the. I meant to save myself 2 damage there, but I needed to keep. It didn't really matter which way I did it. I kind of had it one way or the other. Like that was a close game. That was close. I miss.
Thankfully,
was
it
really
targeted
close.
for you something that wasn't already blocked, right?
No, it just no. It just targeted the fucking land, which was stupid. But no, that was like it didn't matter what. Like once it was creature, yeah, I was like, oh my god, it just I don't know why it's like that was it. That's why arena is shit, right? Because that's like a huge turn. But that's a huge turn in the game, right?
Yes,
Like a
yes, yeah,
huge turn in the game, and there should be like something that like you have loads of time there, right? Like that game was quick. Like we had like lots of time in that match. Like I had 19 minutes and thing. Like if that was at a GP, right? Would you have a judge over after 6 minutes in a round or 10 minutes around going, play faster in 10 minutes in, like at the last turn of the game, like it's crazy, yeah, I had the 2 cards. Like, didn't matter. I think I had the 2 cards anyway. Like, I had the 2 cards if he left a blocker, and it did it right. So it didn't really matter which way he played it there. Unfortunately for him, Yeah, that was a close game. That was close. Yeah, I always had the brawl. Yeah, I had both. Yeah, it was fine. Like, yeah, it didn't really matter. It was just, yeah. It was like that was my only way to win that game. If he, this is an auto lose as well. I can't beat this match. Might as well look at the white deck because I can't beat this game. This deck is just. How is a white deck? How is he like bet everything? Like it's crazy. Like, what did he just beat Epiphany there?
Yeah, yes. Odd beat Epiphany. Odd beat Johnny. So was Odd in mono white? Yeah, he was on mono white, right?
Mono white. Like mono
Was
white
it?
absolutely crushes me. So like not even going to be a game. Like you may as well watch him because it's not going to be a game. I can't beat it at all. I played it a few times, so I can't beat it. 0 chance of beating it. So you might as well just watch him.
But would like I think it's better if you stream because the time that we had Odd stream there was some like it blurred out.
Okay, that's fine. It sometimes does that no matter what happens. Like my internet connection is good, so that's maybe what the difference is. So I'll do that now. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna lose a stupid final now to this deck that bet mono black. He bet. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Anyway, I can't beat this game, so I'll just go in quickly, lose this, and it doesn't matter anyway because I'm not keeping the quickly lose. It doesn't matter because I'm not keeping the money for the won my prize anyway, so it's better for him anyway. So it's great.
Awesome.
So
what happened is everything gets pared down, right? I mean, everything gets passed down, right? So ninth will get 1,000 gems, and everyone just gets adjusted, right?
Oh, great! No,
wait. Because third and fourth, we have third and fourth. I mean, no, that's fine. Yeah. Because wait, no, that doesn't work. Because you'd be at third, fourth. So that's difficult to pass down.
Who? Oh,
You
you're talking
would
thing.
be a third,
Well,
fourth.
no, but like, I'll give. It doesn't matter. I'll do second, and then it doesn't matter, like, because my prize was the first prize anyway.
No, I mean you lost the quarter, so your prize. No,
What do you mean? I won the quarter. You not watch
Oh
that
right,
match.
you won the quarters. You won the quarters.
You not watch that match, Mark. You're not commentating on that absolute spectacle of a match. Did you not see that match? Did you not see me crushing that game? I was dead on board, and I won the game. Did you not watch that? I can't believe you're like. I can't believe you thought I'd play that deck as well. Like, I absolutely like. I thought that I just walked it. Like, I wouldn't mind, but the first match, Jordy gave me put me on the play,
Mhm.
which was totally not like, he shouldn't have done that. Like, it should have been random. But anyway, so we won't talk about it. Okay, cool. So we'll just do, he can win. We'll just do the final for the thing, and I'll do second place, and then he can do first. Okay.
Okay,
For
okay.
prize, and then it makes it easy for everyone. Is that fair?
Yes, yes.
And then you don't have to worry about pushing stuff down, and I don't think it really matters. What I think I have only a ManaTraders thing, so I can pass that around anyway. Okay, cool.
Okay, okay.
I'll jump in now.
Awesome.
I'll jump in now. Hold on. Wait till I put myself on mute now. Hold on.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. And go live.
All right, so we will have the finals in a while. We'll also be doing that here on the same channel, Watch Parties channel. So if other people want to watch for the finals, just hop in. I'll type that in the.
I think they did it right. I wasn't.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I looked away to pull up the deck
Right.
list.
Okay. They did it right. But this isn't tournament though. But this is fine.
Here we go. Mono green versus mono white.
Yes.
Now, which one is favored in this matchup typically? What would you think?
Statistically, it's mono white.
Is
Like-
it typically
like, if you
mono
look
white?
at-
Okay, statistically it's mono white.
Yeah. If you look at all the results, it's
Yeah,
it's
we were
mono.
talking about it earlier today, me and Mark.
Mhm.
Yeah, mono white probably have better tools than mono green in this matchup.
Yeah, I was saying
Yeah, I
that
like
that's
the
usually
nerf
not
on
the
the
case, right?
aspirant.
Because mono white is the
Okay.
smaller aggro, but not here because of like Top Wolf said, because of all the good removal that mono white has at its disposal. 2-for-1 removals at that, right? Because they get a body and they remove your
Like
stuff.
all their creatures are removal. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's super punishing. Yeah, it's very punishing.
Okay. Johnny's yeah. So it's choosing to kill that, which is good.
Figures
But-
I'll get in early.
Ooh, that's a nice draw.
great draw.
It was like that's a
Perfect
nice
draw,
that's
yeah,
an
great.
amazing draw.
Could have been better. Yeah. Alright, so we got an initiate. He's looking to snipe some enchantments here, but he needs somebody to train him. Right now, he has no trainers available.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be the plan. The aspirant was supposed to train the initiate, but it met its demise at the hands of Blizzard Brawl.
Reopen mana on a mono white deck. What are they advertising here? Anything, or did they just not have a play?
Stance, maybe, but
Oh, Valor Stance. Okay.
but
Oh, I have the deck list right in front of me. Okay. Valor Stance. Yeah, that's the only card that could be.
yeah, but that's not going to help.
So if they left all that mana,
Oh, okay. I mean, that's okay.
they didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to use it to destroy the old growth here. Let's see.
Yeah, that's possible.
Maybe they decided that was a better target. Oh, nothing.
it
They
didn't
just had stone nothing. They didn't have a 3-drop, a 2-drop, or a 1-drop. They're interesting. So are they holding? Well, they're not holding extra Legion Angels. Just one on the deck. What are they holding? What could they have been holding that turn that they didn't play anything?
Yeah, but maybe they weren't holding anything. But then that meant they didn't have a 3-drop.
All
Maybe
land?
they had like, yeah, okay.
They had all lands or something. Because there was their whole deck. I'm looking at the list right now. There had to have been one card they could have played.
They could
And
have
they didn't play
it
one
could have been
card, and
lands.
every card in their deck they could have. It was all lands. It was
Yeah.
lands and leeching. So
The game depended on that Luminarch aspirant surviving. It's such an
yep,
integral
didn't
part
get to
of
do.
mono
She
white,
didn't get
right?
he or she or they did not get to do the training they wanted to do.
It's such an
Oh,
integral
very
part
integral.
of
Yeah,
mono white.
it's basically
Luminarch
it's the base
aspirant.
of the whole deck.
Yeah, the Luminarch aspirant.
All right, now what did we just see? What did anybody just see there with the sideboarding? I didn't see what mono green wants to take
I
out
think
here. Put in.
Jonathan talked about how he sideboards versus. So basically, he puts in the inscriptions, I think, and right. I think he put in the inscriptions. Oh, but the Blizzard Brawls are also still good here. Okay, that's not a very fast hand.
All right, much better hand here.
Yeah.
We opened up with like a 4 or 5 or a 6 lander there. Mulligan that right away. Got this hand. This hand's looking a lot better. Good ramp hand, good defensive hand with the Pack Wolf leader. Mono white not coming out fast. Interesting. So we're going to try to see a ramp here into a chariot. That's typical of a mono green deck. Try to land chariot on turn 3.
That's actually very good.
Multiple ways to do it. You got the Florahedron. Yeah, it is a great opener. All right,
Ooh,
Elite
that's
Spellbinder
good.
probably going to snipe out that chariot.
Yeah, Spellbinder naps the chariot definitely
Interesting.
here. That's what he does. But
And now we have, we got some power in the air, which is always a threat. And now we have to consider what does Duke do next turn. Man.
ooh, he got the inscription. Interesting. He's going to let them ramp to a chariot.
Must have an answer.
That is. Oop. No.
In a sideboard.
Almost.
What is that? Why would he do that?
That's very powerful. I was surprised he didn't take the chariot.
I know why, and I don't know why. I don't know what. Is it just because he has Valorous Stance and he's just going to use it on the chariot?
Maybe that may be the case. Yeah, could be Valorous Stance. But even
it might be just the way his hand is, and what his options are.
Yeah. Even though those
maybe he just says, you know what, you get one free 2/2 token, and that's all you're getting.
Yeah, the 2 free
I don't want
2/2s
you
are still a problem, right? Okay, Apparition takes care of the chariot.
Oh, that was the answer.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time. Forgot about that card. Yeah.
Okay. Apparition is holding something pretty big though. It's 4/4. But he's
pretty
still at
big.
20.
4/4. You want to get rid of the
Can do.
Interesting.
Just vomited his hand right there.
And he's basically trying to get as much mana as he can for that inscription, hoping maybe to kick it. So, or trying to get a little more value out of that. I was interested in what that play was going to look like, and now we see it was more of a mana ramp turn, more of a get more bodies on the ground, make the Pack Wolf a little bit better, be able to pump it, draw cards off it potentially. So next turn they have access to instant speed, Inscription of Abundance. They have enough creatures to enable the Wolf Pack leader's ability, but now he's gone, of course, at least temporarily. Interesting. Yeah. Back, right. 2 mana open by. Is it the Valorous Stance right there?
Could be the Valorous Stance.
Target creature gains indestructible?
Yep.
Yep, that is what they're holding. Yeah, this is a Valorous Stance for sure. This is This is a Valorous stance. I mean, I don't like to put cards in my opponent's hand, but I had a feeling they had it earlier, and with this 2-mana open on a deck that can utilize 2 mana pretty easily, seems pretty suspicious, to say the least. So they're leaving potential of 5 mana open because maybe they can use the inscription in their hand.
Yeah, he
Get
can
2 modes out of
inscription the
it.
one, and he can
Oh.
kick the one in his hand. But the odd, it all can
And
also
they
look
are
like
definitely feeling
inscription
that
and
this
then
is.
Tajuru.
I think they're gonna try to leave.
They have to
tap
tap
mana.
mana first, I think, because Arena does not recognize that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to tap mana first.
no, like,
Arena problems.
now we're good. We got 5.
There
It won't
you
do
go.
all that for you. Yeah.
He's gonna complain about that afterwards.
So you make it big enough, no matter what. All right, so at least you get the Valor stance here. Worst case scenario, and best case scenario, you get your chariot
Oh,
back.
it's not. He didn't have.
So there was no Valor stance, and that's so they had a werewolf under there. So looking good for Mono Green. Mono Green up 1-0 right now, and they have quite the board position.
Yep.
Mono White does not have in their sideboard any kind of board wipes. It's got portable hull, 1 in the side, 1 in the main. So, here we go. Intrepid Adversary. That's a lot of life gain there. Represent something. We got the Inscription of Abundance, though. They're all tapped out. Perfect time to use it on that Intrepid Adversary.
Can he safely use it? Yeah, he can safely use it
That
if
card.
he targets the cat.
Oh, the 4/4 cat.
That's weird. Yeah.
Little guy.
He makes it a 6/6
big
cat. Kills the Intrepid. But all
We still got a 5/3. I mean, we still
5
got
life.
some big stuff on the board, but the board is.
Ooh, right. Inscription.
Oh, the Death Touch?
Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can't. That's 7.
Oh, they got to do the thing again.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Duke.
5, 6. He doesn't have enough.
Is Duke gonna do it differently?
He can. What will he choose? Just fight?
Because they played the 1/1, I think they lost out on.
No, I think he needs 7 mana. He didn't have 7 mana. Oh yeah, he does have 7 mana. Right. He does have 7 mana. You're right. If he didn't play the Tajura Blade, then he would have been able to kick it.
Yeah, if he would have fought with the little kitty cat. Yeah. Oh, he didn't want to lose his cat though. Because then if he fought, then it would have all that damage piled up on it. So
Yeah. We couldn't just have chosen.
he
not
wanted to attack with the cat without. Yeah, this is a great attack though. There's a lot of damage coming through here. Unfortunately, losing the werewolf, but the werewolf kind of replaced himself, and we do still have an animate land.
Yes.
So that's good. Very aggressive opener. Opponent down to 3 cards, but 3 could be plenty. Let's see what they got.
Devouring Tendrils is a bite spell, right? It's a bite spell, not a fight spell.